Tony Campolo said in his book, God of Intimacy in Action, that when he initially became a Christian, he felt a zeal that lasted for about a month, which then disappeared. He also notes that converts who were once drug addicts compare their conversion experience to a, quote, psychedelic high, but without the drugs. Though the analogy may seem inapt, it is actually another warning indicating why giving primary importance to personal testimony and evangelism has hurt us. Most of us have met Christian friends who are down for one reason or another, whether it be personal tragedy or sin or just ho-hum daily depression of the non-clinical sort. We have also found that it is at such low points that people frequently question their salvation, saying things like, I don't feel saved, or I don't feel close to God right now. Personal testimony as a means of evangelism is at the root of this disconnect. It tells us that when we become Christians, we will feel cleansed of our sins and have a personal relationship with Jesus as though he were a friend. Certain skeptics have framed this in terms of Christians having Jesus as an imaginary friend. They are not often right, but in this case the truth hits close to home. Our faith should not be rooted in subjective experience, but objective history. If Jesus rose from the dead, and that is historically sure, then personal tragedy and the like must be interpreted in light of that history. To use an analogy, the freedom of America, and our freedom as Americans, is dependent on the historic facts of the American Revolution. How absurd would it be for an American citizen to question those freedoms and say they don't feel like an American because of some personal tragedy they have experienced, or even because they may have broken a law or committed some misdemeanor? Although the latter may result in a restriction on freedoms within our rights and identities as Americans, just as sin causes us to lose rewards in heaven, or perhaps here on earth, it does not make us non-Americans, and does not mean America is obliged to be returned to England. Such a view would be nonsensical.